They deleted their Instagram, their Twitter, their TikTok, maybe everything, and everyone around them had the same reaction. Why would you do that? But here's the question nobody asks. What does it say about someone psychologically that they were able to walk away? Most people assume that people who delete social media are antisocial, anxious, maybe a little extreme. The research says something completely different. Studies consistently show that people who voluntarily and permanently leave social media platforms score higher on measures of self-awareness, emotional regulation, and tolerance for discomfort than the average user. They're not running from the world. They're running a very specific boundary with themselves. Here's the unexpected part. People who delete social media are not people who don't feel the pull of it. They are often people who feel it more intensely than average. Psychologists who study digital behavior find that high self-monitors, people who are unusually aware of how they appear to others, how they compare, how they're perceived, are significantly more sensitive to the social feedback loops that social media creates. Every like, every view count, every comparison to someone else's highlight reel. For high self-monitors, this isn't background noise. It's loud, it's constant, it affects their mood, their self-image, their sense of where they stand. Deleting social media, for these people, is not indifference. It is the opposite of indifference. It is knowing exactly what it does to you and choosing to remove the source. Here's the insight that changes how you see it. People who delete social media often describe not distrust of the platforms, but distrust of themselves on the platforms. They know, from experience, that they will check it more than they want to, that they will feel worse after using it than before, that they will compare, perform, and curate in ways that feel hollow. Psychologists call this metacognitive awareness, the ability to observe your own thinking patterns and recognize when they're working against you. It's a sophisticated skill, and acting on it, removing the trigger rather than trying to resist it indefinitely, is not weakness. It's one of the most psychologically advanced forms of self-regulation there is. Here's what they're actually doing. When someone deletes social media, they're not rejecting connection. Research by psychologist Twenge on social media and well-being shows that the people who leave platforms voluntarily report significant improvements in one specific area, the quality of their attention. Not more time, better attention. The ability to be present in a conversation without thinking about how it would look posted. To experience something without immediately framing it as content, to exist in a moment without performing it. For people who delete social media, that quality of presence is worth more than the connection the platform offered. They didn't lose their social life. They traded a curated one for a real one. So here's what we actually know about people who delete social media. They are not antisocial. They are often more socially sensitive than average, which is exactly why the platforms affected them more. They are not weak. The decision to remove a trigger rather than endlessly resist it is psychologically sophisticated. They are not missing out. They made a specific trade, curated connection for present attention, and decided the trade was worth it. If you've ever thought about doing the same and talked yourself out of it, ask yourself one question. Is it because you genuinely value what the platform gives you? Or is it because you don't trust yourself to be okay without it? Those are two very different answers, and only one of them is worth listening to. Deleting social media is not a statement about the world. It's a boundary, not with technology, but with yourself. A recognition that some tools work against the specific way your brain is wired, and the people who make that call aren't opting out of life. They're opting into a version of it that fits them better. If this video describes someone you know, or a thought you've had yourself, share it with them. And subscribe, because every week we take a behavior, a psychology, a thing about being human that nobody explains, and show you exactly what's happening inside the brain that creates it.